Consider this if you will. Let's say that there's a thing called targeted individuals, okay? And people that they say is like targeted individuals, they're usually people that are drug addicts and stuff, and they get a psychosis and think that there's people watching them and government's out to get them, stuff like that, gang stalking, and just weird stuff like that. Now, psychologists and stuff like that, they all prove that to be wrong. They prove it to be like drug induced, and automatically that's what they're going to throw out there and say that. Now, let's imagine that there's people that know this and are trying to start something and think they're helping people to like get cured or whatever, and they put this shit in someone's head, and then everybody around them plays along with it. Okay, the only problem is it didn't work, and then they quit doing it because they saw that he wasn't getting better. Then they tried to get him put away. All right, stay with me here. Okay, this is where it's gonna get real interesting. They file injunctions against him. They get him Baker acted. They keep screwing with his head, trying to make him do something where he's going to screw up and get jailed or put in a mental institute. Now, no one wants to admit to this, and there's people that started this. They're not really doing it no more because they feel bad about it. So now they don't even say nothing to this person, which is me, by the way. And they just kind of try to ignore him, but he's starting to question people about the stuff they've done and why they did it. Like, he got a gun pulled on him and stuff, and told me they're going to teach him a lesson. They lied to the cops about the gun. Now, he walked down the middle of the street with a shotgun, but pointed it straight in the air. Never put his finger on the trigger, and they called the cops on him. He wants to know what the difference is between the two. Why you can lie for this one, but call the cops on this one. But nobody wants to answer that. And they're getting mad about it now because this whole time he knows he's been right about this, and they keep wanting to lie to him and make him think that he's crazy because they know automatically everybody's going to go, he's a drug addict, and question him and say he's not, he's just hallucinating. But the funny thing is, his blood pressure used to be like 171 over 107. And lately he's been donating plasma and his blood pressure's down to like 130 over like 85. And he's putting weight on. He's like 180 pounds. He's not losing weight. His blood pressure's great, but he's crazy. He's having a psychosis. But it just goes and comes as it pleases because they decide to turn it on and off. They play recordings and stuff, and then when they get a chance to, they sit there over microphones and stuff. And they all consider this to be fun. But the only problem is they just trying to ridicule him and stuff to make him move and to make him do what they want him to, but he won't do it. He keeps standing against them. So they're getting pissed off about it. And they keep threatening him every single day. And they play this stuff day in, day out. What's wrong with this pitcher? But he's a threat to the neighborhood, even though he doesn't react to it and go actually try to hurt people, because that's basically what they're doing, is driving him to a point to where he's going to snap. But he can control himself, so it hasn't happened. What's wrong with this pitcher? I think it would be the people around him that are involved in this, that are doing this. It should not be done to people. It should be stopped. There should be a lot better laws in place to take care of this shit. And the cops should try to actually help people like this. Most of them don't around here. I've been told flat out that I'm not going to fucking help you. And you call back, I'm just going to take you to jail. Then I file a complaint, but they don't call back to take my complaint because they don't want to. Cops let people go. People try to run me off the road with their car. I know one of them. I know actually know who it is and saw him. I could identify the other two. They came back to my house and took stuff. Even my neighbor told him like she saw them come in here, and then the cop was in here. They come back and circled the cul-de-sac and waved. I said, "That's them." He went over and talked to him, let him go. Told me he knew where they were going and he was going to trespass it because there's no way we could properly identify him for the state to pick it up. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. He came back here, like, I don't know, a couple weeks later. I was talking to another cop. When he showed up, I asked him, "How did that trespass go?" He said, "Oh, I couldn't find them." I go, "So you didn't do nothing?" "No, I couldn't find them." I said, "Oh, okay, thank you. I'm done talking to you people now." I know you guys want to sit there and believe that it's just I'm crazy. This is the truth, 100% the truth. And I'm sorry you people around me feel so shitty and don't want to fucking take blame for it and don't want to admit to it. All you got to do is stop and I'll let it go for you. How's that? I'll let it go. I'll be the fucking little pussy and let it go so you don't have to look like a dipshit. Well, you will, but only the people around here know you guys are all dipshits. Have a good day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. I miss you.